والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي ربي زدني علما. Today we are going to learn about Lesson 8 from Unit 3 of Quranic Language Made Easy book, that is Form 9. As you all know, the word forms awzanul fi'l are divided into three main groups. Group 1 where the mudare starts with a dhamma. Group 2 where the Madi starts with a Ta and the Mudare starts with a Ya with a Fatha. And Group 3 where all the Madis start with an E and the Mudare starts with a Ya with a Fatha. And today we are going to learn about Form 9, which is used to denote colors and body defects, which is ifa'alla, yafa'allu. And the example I've taken here is for red color. It's ihmarra, yahmarru, ihmiraran, which means to turn red or to become red. And this family Form 9 is an interesting one as it is specifically to do with colors or bodily and other defects. And this form is used by only a small number of verbs denoting color or bodily defect. They are unique in nature and limited in use. And Form 9 verbs have a change of state or reflexive meaning. They don't require an object. Form 9 can be made from Form 1, fa'ala, by doubling the lam radical, due to which it becomes fa'alla. And when lam is doubled, it draws the accent upon the previous ain radical. And the first radical fa, being more rapidly pronounced, loses its fatha. Then, to facilitate its pronunciation, e is added before it, resulting in the pattern if'alla. So this is built on Form 1 by adding the prefix e to the Form 1 verb, placing a sukoon over its first radical fa, and adding a shadda to the lam last radical. And I'm taking the example for red color, ihmarra, to become or turn red, or he blushed. And ikhdarra, it turned green, because it is for plants or grass that is turning green during spring. And this form is used when we talk about changing the colors. This family Form 9 is called as Zaida Hamzatul Wasl Walamul Kalima. And what is Ziyada in this family, extra in this family? That is Hamzatul Wasl at the beginning of the word and doubling of the Lam Kalima. Notice that there is an additional alif and an additional shadda in this form. The visual clues for this are, and this is used for colors, and there's a shadda at the end. And this is used 11 times in the Quran for black, white, green, and yellow. And there are no passives for this family because it is lazim, intransitive. And you can remember this form as Hamar the painter. Some important words are to become white or radiant. It's going to be ibyadda, yabyaddu, ibyidadan. To turn green or become green, it's ikhdarra, yakhdarru, ikhdiraran. And to turn yellow or become yellow, it's isfarra, yasfarru, isfiraran. And to turn black or to become black, it's iswadda, yaswaddu, iswidadan. And the sarf saghir for this form, I've taken the red color as an example. So past tense, Madi, it's gonna be ihmarra, he turned red. In the present tense, Mudare is Yahmarru, he turns red. And the masdar, it's ihmiraran, turning red. And the ism fa'il, it's gonna be muhmarrun. In the other forms, it was Muslimun pattern, but this form is unique. It's gonna be muhmarrun. And there are no passives for this form because it is lazim, intransitive. And the command here, there are going to be three commands because, like you know, the Muda'af family, madda, yamuddu, the double-lettered verbs, they have three commands and three forbidding for the second person masculine singular anta. If you want the link for the Muda'af video, you can check the description box. So we have Ihmarra, Ihmarri, or Ihmarir, turn red. And for forbidding, Nahi, it's gonna be La Tahmarra, La Tahmarri, La Tahmarir, don't turn red. And the time and place is some verb, it's gonna be Muhmarrun. And interestingly, it's same as isam fa'il. In the previous forms, the ism zarf was same as ism maf'ul, but this form 9 is unique where the ism zarf and ism fa'il are the same. And the special features of this form 9 are it is used for colors and body defects. And there are no passives for this form because it's lazim and intransitive. And there are 3 amr, that is command, and 3 nahi, forbidding, for second person masculine singular anta. Interestingly, here the ism fa'il, the active participle, and dharf ism for time and place are identical. And this family is classified as Hamzatul Wasl family. For form 9, change of color is usually only a temporary, transitory, or accidental color change. Form 9 sometimes indicate metaphorical color change. For example, iswadda wajhuhu. His face became black, meaning his face became expressive of grief or sorrow or displeasure or disgrace. Another example is ibyadda wajhuhu. His face became white, meaning his face became expressive of cheerfulness or joy. And some other important words for body defects are to be crooked, and the root letter for that is ain, waw, and jim. And in form 9, it becomes i'wajja, to be crooked, and i'warra, to be blind in one eye. And I've taken some examples from Quran where the colors are mentioned in different forms. Like for example, takhruj bayda, right? This is bayda is used for white, and sometimes abyad is used for white, and aswad for black. And one more example we have ash-shajaril akhdar, the green tree. Akhdar is used for green. And we have safra'u, baqaratun safra'u, a yellow cow. So safra'u is also used for yellow. This is a different form. Now let's take the Madi chart. It comes in the if'alla pattern, so it becomes ihmarra. So the chart is ihmarra, ihmarra, ihmarru, ihmarrat, ihmarrata, ihmararna. So here in third person feminine plural hunna, the ra is separated. And we have ihmararta, ihmarartuma, ihmarartum, ihmararti, ihmarartuma, ihmarartunna, ihmarartu, ihmararna. So until nahnu, the ra is separated. And the examples are A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim, Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. وَأَمَّا الَّذِينَ ابْيَضَّتْ وُجُوهُهُمْ. But as for those whose their faces turn white. So ibyadat is third person feminine singular hiya. فَفِي رَحْمَةِ اللَّهِ. Then they will be in the mercy of Allah. Hum fiha khalidun. They in it will abide forever. Allahumma aj'alna minhum, Ya Rabb, make us among the people whose faces turn white, Ya Allah. Ameen, Ya Rabbal Alameen. فَأَمَّا الَّذِينَ سُوَدَّتْ وُجُوهُهُمْ. As for those whose their faces turn black. Iswaddat, this is third person feminine singular here. أَكَفَرْتُمْ بَعْدَ إِيمَانِكُمْ. Did you disbelieve after your belief? Allahumma la taj'alna minhum. May Allah do not make us among them, Ya Rab. Ameen. And the mudari is going to be in yaf'allu pattern. So it becomes ihmarra, yahmarru. And the chart is yahmarru, yahmarrani, yahmarruna. Tahmarru, tahmarrani, yahmarirna. The ra is separated here. And there's a kasra. And we have tahmarru, tahmarrani, tahmarruna. Tahmarrina, tahmarrani, tahmarirna. Ahmarru, nahmarru. In the example is Yawma tabyaddu wujuh. On the day, some faces would become white. Tabyaddu. This is third person feminine singular. And mudari, tabyaddu. And wataswaddu wujuhun. And some faces would become black. Taswaddu. And how do you make a command? Amr. You take the second person mudari, tahmarru, and you drop the alamat mudari ta, it becomes something that is unreadable. Ahmarru. You cannot read it. So what do? You make the mudari majzoom and then you put the hamzatul wasl. So it becomes ihmarir. Okay, and since this is form 9, there are three commands for second person masculine singular anta. It's gonna be ihmarra, ihmarri, or ihmarir. So we have the chart here for anta, second person masculine singular, it's ihmarra, ihmarri, ihmarir. And antuma, it's gonna be ihmarra. And antum is ihmarru. Anti is ihmarri, ihmarra, and antuna is ihmarirna. And the nahi, forbidding or prohibition, it's gonna be la tahmarir. Again, you have three nahi for second person masculine singular anta. La tahmarra, la tahmarri, la tahmarir. And antuma is la tahmarra. The noon is dropped here, tahmarrani, because of la of prohibition. La tahmarru. The noon is dropped here again. And la tahmarri. The noon is dropped again here. And la tahmarra, la tahmarirna. The noon is not dropped for the second person feminine plural. And the masdar, it follows the if'ilalun pattern. So it becomes ihmirarun. So this is unique since alif is not after the ain kalima but interposed between the lam kalimatain. Okay, so the masdar chart is ihmirarun, ihmiraran, ihmirarin, ihmirarani, ihmiraraini, ihmiraraini, ihmiraratun, ihmiraratin, ihmiraratin. And the ism file, this is gonna be muhmarrun, muslamun pattern. This is unique. This is form 9. So we have this ism file. It starts with mu, and the second root letter ain kalima has a fatha, which is a unique feature in this form. And the spellings match the spellings of ism zarf. So we have muhmarrun, muhmarran, muhmarrin, muhmarrani, muhmarraini, muhmarraini, muhmarruna, muhmarrina, muhmarrina. Feminine chart is muhmarratun, muhmarratan, muhmarratin, muhmarratani, muhmarrataini, muhmarrataini, muhmarratun, muhmarratin, muhmarratin. And the examples are alam tara anna allaha anzala minas samai ma'an. Do not you see that Allah sends down from the sky water? فَتُصْبِحُ الْأَرْضُ مُخْضَرَّةً. Then the earth becomes green. So we have مُخْضَرَّةً. إِنَّ اللَّهَ لَطِيفٌ خَبِيرٌ. Indeed, Allah is surely subtle, all aware. So we have مُخْضَرَّةً. This is from Kha, Dad, and Ra. وَإِذَا بُشِّرَ أَحَدُهُمْ بِالْأُنْثَى. And when is given good news to one of them of a female, ظَلَّ وَجْهُهُ مُسْوَدًّا. His face turns dark. So muswaddan, this is seen, wow, dal is a root letter for black. وَكَذِيم, and he suppresses grief. وَيَوْمَ الْقِيَامَةِ, and on the day of resurrection, تَرَى الَّذِينَ كَذَّبُوا, you will see those who lied عَلَى اللَّهِ, about Allah, وُجُوهُهُمْ مُسْوَدَّةٌ, their faces will be blackened. So we have muswaddatun. Allahumma la taj'alna minhum. May Allah do not make us among them. Alaysa fi jahannama, is there not in hell, mathwal lil mutakabbirin, an abode for the arrogant? Wala in arsalna rihan, but if we send a wind, fara'awhu musfarran, and they see it turn yellow. So we have musfarran. And we have لَظَلُّ مِن بَعْدِهِ يَكْفُرُونَ. Certainly they continue after it in disbelief. One more example is Alam tara anna Allah anzala. Do not you see that Allah sends down from the sky water? Fasalakahu ya nabi'a fil ardi, and He makes it flow as springs in the earth. Thumma yukhriju bihi zar'an mukhtalifan. Then He produces with it crops of different colors. Alwanuhu. Thumma yahiju fatarahu musfarran. Then they wither and you see it turn yellow. So musfarran is used here. and there's no ism maf'ul for this form, and the ism zarf is same as ism fa'il. It's gonna be muhmarrun, and the plural it's not gonna be muhmarruna or muhmarrina, it's gonna be muhmarratun, muhmarratin. Some more examples from Quran. Alhamdulillahi alladhi anzala ala abdihi al-kitaba wa lam yaj'al lahu iwaja. I've just taken this example because iwaja is mentioned, that is about crookedness. So if in form9 it's going to be i'waja. For and I've also taken example where the colors are used in different forms. For akhrajna bihi thamaratim mukhtalifan, then we bring forth there with fruits of various colors. Wa min al jibali judadum bidun, and in the mountains are tracts white. So bidun is used here. And humrun for red. Mukhtalifun alwanuha wa gharabibu sudun for black color. And ka'annahu jimalatun sufrun. So for yellow, sufr is this form is also used. Now let's see what's there in Quranic language made easy book. The form 9 ifa'alla is formed from the first form fa'ala by prefixing an e and doubling the third letter. Thus fa'ala will be shaped in this form as ifa'alla. This form is used only to express colors and defects. Ikhdarra to be or become green. Iswadda to be or become black. And this form is intransitive, that is lazim. Ihmarra, Yahmarru, Ihmarir, Ihmirarun, Muhmarrun. This is the brief table format for form 9 for red color. For black color, Iswadda, Yaswaddu, Iswadid, Isvidadun, Muswaddun. Only one form of command is mentioned here. There are three for anta. And the exercise is make 5 detailed and 10 brief table formats from the vocabulary given below and memorize the vocabulary, and also try to find more examples from the Quran. And the following are some examples. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Yawma tabyaddu wujuhun wa taswaddu wujuhun. I've already taken this example. So here the form 9 verbs are tabyaddu mudari and taswaddu, on the day when some faces will be white and some faces will be black. Next is وَبْيَدَّتْ عَيْنَاهُ مِنَ الْحُزْنِ, and his eyes became white with sorrow. So what is the word here? Form 9, it's ibiyaddat. So this is talking about Yaqub alayhi salam. Due to constant crying at his separation from Yusuf alayhi salam, Yaqub alayhi salam's eyes had turned white from sorrow. And the sense is that he lost his eyesight and he had become very weak. Next is fatusbihul ardu mukhdarratan. So which is the word? Mukhdarratan. The earth becomes covered with green. Earth is feminine, that's why a feminine word is used here. Dhalla wajhuhu muswaddan. So muswaddan, his face becomes darkened. That is muswaddan. Vocabulary for form 9 verbs are iswadda yaswaddu, to become black, isfarra yasfarru, to become yellow, ibyadda yabyaddu, to become white, ikhdarra yakhdarru, to become green, i'wajja ya'wajju, to become crooked, ihmarra yahmarru, to become red. Alhamdulillah, we are done with Form 9. Inshallah, we will learn about Form 10 in our next video. If you have any questions or suggestions or any comments, post it in the comment section below. And your comments are an inspiration to me, and I read almost all the comments and respond, Alhamdulillah. And if you like my videos and you are benefiting from it, please share it with others as well. And if there's anything good or beneficial in this video, it's only and only from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and the mistakes are from me. Jazakallahu khairan for watching and sharing. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.